What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to the Collective Clips where you already know we toss. We get it in. But before we get it in, let's get this intro in. Welcome back to the channel, and if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, make sure you go ahead and do that. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directed in the direction of the dope content that I stay kicking, and I appreciate the support. Well, welcome to the first and only episode of Super Punjabi, right? Buddy, come on, bro. Come on, right? We're going to get into Super Punjabi. Respects to the Singh and the Punjabi community, man. Got love for my Indios, right? But I'm going to tell you guys right now, Operation Hardball went hard. So an operation just happened with the Singh community, okay? The Punjabi community got shut down. Every 7-Eleven is on ice right now. Every 7-Eleven is, you're going to see nothing but paisas in the 7-Elevens from now on because they're snatching up all these organized crime members, they say, right, allegedly, from the Punjabi community. Now, I've been around Punjabis my whole life. The Punjabi community is pretty thick in Merced County where I'm from, right? Especially in towns like Turlock, Livingston, like fuck, man. Right there in Livas, the Punjabis got it sewed up. There's half the Norteños there are Punjabi. That's a fact, right? And I'm going to tell you a few stories, but I wanted to tell you about two different types of Punjabis, okay? There's the buddies. Hey, buddy. Come on, buddy. No, don't put Slurpee in the bingo, buddy. No, buddy, take the Snickers bar out of your pocket, buddy, right? And then there's the bros. Hey, bro. Hey, bro, no, bro, you can't buy gas with food stamp, bro. No, okay, bro, you can. Give me 100, you get 20 gallon, right? Like this is how it is. There's two different types of Punjabis. There's the ya bros, hey bros, right? And then there's the buddies. And the bros are the ones you got to look out for. Because them motherfuckers know Spanish better than you do. They are ingrained in the gang community. Hey, bro, I'll shoot you, bro. Right? They're different. The buddies are the ones that, no matter what, they're trying to be nice. Hey, buddy, can I buy some toilet paper with food stamps? Oh, of course, buddy. Buddy, do what anything you hit. I give you free. Hey, buddy, you ever tried curry? Right? They're different. But these ones right here are no ones to be played with. You ever went into your local store? So we had a store. I think they were Arabic. I don't think they were Punjabi, but we had a store in Merced called El Tarab store. It was in Beechwood. That was like a hood store. We'd go in that motherfucker every day. I went to school with one of the sisters, like 3 of the brothers, 6 of the cousins. So we knew this family pretty well, right? The El Tarab family. And we used to go into that store and they always had different workers. Like there was the family that we knew, we grew up around, but they always had these cousins or uncles and they looked just like these dudes in these mugshots. That dude in the middle with the motherfucking brown thing on his head and the red paño under it. Yeah, he's a northerner, right? They always look like that. They were reading a newspaper or watching some Muslim shit in the back and they always mean mugged. They always looked like they were ready to just press a button, blow everything up. Like they were different, right? And I remember as a kid, I used to be a little skeptical of these guys because I'd be looking for like someone to help me at the counter and I'll be like, hey, sir. And they'll just look at me like, fuck you, buddy. And I was like, fuck you, buddy, right? Shit, I'm still in everything then. Those were the guys you don't mess with. Well, what happened with Operation Hardball, and I'm going to read you guys some excerpts. It just went down yesterday, right? And it was a big operation conducted by a lot, and I mean a lot of law enforcement. And wait up, I was looking up something for my other, I was looking up all kinds of shit. You know, okay. So it's an international crackdown on India-based organized crime gangs, and it results in 24 arrests in the U.S., Canada, and Europe. They're everywhere, right? The buddies are everywhere. It says law enforcement in the United States and Los Angeles, Canada, and Europe, and Sacramento have arrested 24 defendants, 11 of them in California connected to 3 India-based transnational organized crime groups charged with a litany of criminal acts, including the assassination in Canada in 2023 of a prominent Indian political and religious figure, the Justice Department announced. Man, these guys were on the next level, right? Today's law enforcement action, Operation Hardball, is the result of a years-long federal investigation into Indian crime syndicates that engage in racketeering, the trafficking of bulk narcotics over international borders, and several other fucking felonies that I can't even speak on right here, right? 3 defendants have been arrested in Canada. 1 defendant was arrested in Spain, and seven defendants already are in custody prior to today's law enforcement activity, right? They are still currently looking for 10 fugitives. 7 of them, they believe, are in the United States. 2 are in India, and 1 is in Europe. These guys were everywhere. They were arrested, and there was a lot seized, 1,000 kilograms of some C and 1 kilogram of some H, along with 40,000 in cash. That ain't much. The buddies, the buddies tuck the money away. The buddies are not stupid. The bros might have a wad on them, but the buddies are different. 40,000 in cash and a dozen firearms. A total of 23 search warrants have been executed in the city of Sacramento and the area, and 11 warrants have been executed in the Los Angeles area. Transnational criminal gangs who spread fear, drugs, and violence will face the full force of justice and the weight of the federal government. These guys are in trouble, buddy, right? Hey, the other car just got bigger, straight up. And so this is how it would work out. If these dudes went to prison, they'll go to federal prison. I don't know who they hang around with there. I don't know if there's another car there. But in California prisons, if they were to all be arrested and sent to California prisons, the majority of them, they would gravitate towards the other car because the others take in Asians, Polynesians, Samoans, Tongans, Chamorros, anyone's from the islands of Guam, things like that. And then they also take in guys that are like from India and, other countries that they have no group. They're not gang affiliated. They're different. So that's where they would be functioning, especially them 2 guys in the middle with the turbans on. Fucking them dudes, Jafar and Hafar, them dudes are not going to go far. They'll be right there controlling the fucking other car. Guaranteed that. So these guys were playing for reals. And like I said, if you're involved in criminal activity, man, these operations, you see how they're doing them back to back to back, especially with who in office. They're not playing, man. Anyone who's associating or affiliating with criminal activities is probably going to do some time, get caught up, especially the dude with the spiky hair and the Captain Jack Sparrow fucking mustache. He's gone. He's gone. Nope. They're not going to sign you to a WWE contract, buddy. You're out. Hey, I always have had love and respect for the Punjabi community because I grew up around them. I had a lot of interaction, and their values and their life, the majority of them are just like the Mexicanos. They're very culturally into their culture. I remember I have a homeboy, and he's still active, so he ain't really a homeboy anymore, but he don't like me. But he does, deep down in his heart, he loves me, even though he tried to kill me a couple times. And we grew up together. I always thought he was Mexican. I never questioned. He looked Mexicano like a motherfucker to me. Like I never questioned him, nothing. And so one time, I never went to his pad. I just never had the reason to. But one time I had to take a piss and the food smelled good. The curry was currying, right? And so I'm at his door. I'm waiting on him, right? Bam, pull up at his pad. Like, damn, I didn't even know the homeboy lived here. It's a nice little area and shit. We're all in the ghetto and the projects and everything. The homeboy, what are you doing walking over there to the west side? Stay here, eh? Right? You're the most craziest motherfucker, but you have to go over there to do it. Just stay here. You're straight. Anyways, so I'm at his door. I'm like, hey, bro, you think I can take a piss? He's like, oh, fool, my mom be tripping. I'm like, bro, let me take a piss real quick. Shit. You know what I mean? He's like, bro, go around right there. We're in an apartment complex, bro, and a nice one, too, I might say. I don't want to get caught up for my shit's big, bro. I don't want my shit on the internet. Come on, bro. Can I do? He's like, yeah. So I go in. First thing I see is all kinds of Punjabi stuff. What the fuck is going on here, right? Is your mom dating a Sikh or what? What's going on? So I use the restroom. I smell good food. His mom's very nice. She comes out, dot on her head. I already know right there. I'm like, what happened? Right? And she looks like an Aladdin character, like for reals, right? Good woman, though. Very peaceful, very nice. I have nothing bad to say at all, right? She's like, hey, you want some? Yeah, cool. I get a bowl. What the fuck is this? Right? It was like hamburger meat with fuck. It wasn't hamburger meat because they don't eat cows and shit, but I don't know what it was. But it definitely wasn't what I was into. It was very mustardy, right? So I said, oh, I'm cool with this shit. But I didn't want to disrespect her, so I choked a little bit down, like, all right, fuck, bro, I need to take a piss again. And so when we we go to fucking jam. He grabs his thing, his red rag, like red rag, because of North Day raised them, right? And he's like, let's go. I'm like, hey, bro, what was that about? He's like, what? I said, all that Indian stuff, bro. Like, are you guys studying a different culture? Or, you know what I mean? Is your mom a professor? Like, what's going on? He was like, nah, bro. And his last name is Singh, right? So I didn't know. He's like, nah, bro, I'm Punjabi. When did that fucking shit start? Right? Bro, how many gas stations we been in and you talk shit about these dudes? Hey, bro. And then he started getting all Punjabi on me. Hey, bro, it's just because, what the fuck? You turned into a hey, bro, right in front of me. He's like, it just comes out. It comes out sometimes, right? And so then I realized what he was. I was like, damn, bro, I didn't even know that shit. Man, you can get we can get free Slurpees everywhere, huh? He's like, maybe, bro. Anyway, so that was after that, I was just like, man, you just never know. Some of them look Mexicano. And I grew up around them. So let me tell you, I was in Livingston one time, Livas, right? And I had met this chick and we met at this party. I was doing tattoos and she wanted to get tatted. So I fucked her leg up, right? But hey, I'm too busy rubbing on the thigh and trying to do my thing, right? And I'm over there, squiggly lines, right? Getting it. And she's like, hey, want to go to my pad? I was like, yeah, I expected a nice pad. I mean, she was ghetto looking, so I didn't expect the nicest pad. I expect better than I was in. So I was like, yeah, let's go. So she's like, she walked, it's a nice street, nice neighborhood, right? And I see some northerners kicking in the front. Now, at this time, I'm not active, right? You know what I'm saying? I just got out of prison. This is right when I got out, when I was not acting and shit. And I'm all up in Livas, like I'm fucking a gangster, right? Stupid. That's the worst place to go in Northern California because they'll check for your paperwork on the streets. I didn't know that at this time. I had plenty of incidences that happened there. So anyways, I see northerners sitting down right next door, right? I'm not tripping, man. I'm just avoiding it. It ain't nothing to it but to do it. So she's like, hey, I think we're going to go through the front door. She's like, no, you got to go around the side because I just rent a room here. This ain't my house. And, rent a room ass, right? Rent a center. So I go around. She slides the window up. I have to climb in the window to her room. I feel like something ain't right here. You know what I'm saying? I need ID check right now. Why I got to jump in the window? So I'm all up in the window. She had a nice little setup in her room or whatever, right? She's like, hey, I'm going to go take a shower, right? I could hear all kinds of fuck. I smell curry like a motherfucker in there. Like, what? So anyways, I'm kicking back. Now, this ain't my girl at the time, later on. But she wasn't my girl at the time. I had no reason to try to hold her down like that. I'm just trying to get in deep and then get out steep, right? And so we're in there for like an hour. She takes a shower. She comes in. She brings some food. It smells like dirty goat. And I'm cool. She was like, oh, no, the lady made it. She's cool. She's a Punjabi lady. She's cool. I said, oh, man. Right now, this is Livingston. So that's how it is. There's Punjabis. They own that town. It's them and Paisas and Pura. And so I'm right there, try a little bit. It's not bad. It has an odd smell, but it's not bad, right? And I'm fucking it up because I'm hungry. And all of a sudden, there's a knock at our window. Ding, 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 ding. Man, if two turbaned out fucking Punjabis weren't at her window, I was like, what? They're like, hey, what's up, girl? What's up? They're trying to climb in the window shit. I was like, what type of Punjabi shit you got going on here? You motherfuckers are in here doing the nah, man, I'm cool, right? You know what I'm saying? We're in here. Go! I'm Mexican. You know what I'm saying? Hey, puro mexicano, rifamos, controlamos, con zafo, todos! Right? I'm fuck that. And so she has these fucking they're native Indians, right? And they got the turbans on and everything. They're like, hey, what's up, bro? I'm like, oh, what's up? It's the bros, right? The bros are cool. The baddies are even cooler. So I'm like, hey, what's up? And they're just like, oh, no, we can't. This is just our friend. No problem. We never had sex with her. Not 3 times, not 4. Right? I'm like, I'm looking at her. She was like, no, one of them's my ex. Bitch, are you Punjabi? Tell me right now. Because I want to see if you shave or not. Like I'm just being real. Right? So she's like, no, it was one of her ex. He was actually, the Norteños that I seen in the front was actually one of them. Right? And this dude came up and he was a heavy hitter. He still is. I'm not going to say his name in Livingston, but he was there. And I know my boy Lali's going to be on here. He's going to watch this. He's going to know exactly what I'm talking about. But the homeboy with the A came, right? And I was ducking. Because I know that motherfucker's a hitter, right? He was like, what's up, girl? What you doing? She was like, oh, nothing. I was like, man, I got to get up out of here, man. She's just over here macking the 3 different dudes while I'm in that motherfucker room, PC'd up. I'm cool. But it wasn't really like that, right? She smoked weed, so she smoked joint with them 2 dudes and whatever they left. The other dude left. He didn't see me, so cool. And I was just like, these Punjabis are really with the business. So I started to recognize and realize like they were part of the community, not only just to sell fucking products out of stores like toilet paper and gasoline, but they were also really in the gangs, really that, especially in my area. And that's how it is. So when I seen this Operation Hardball shit pop up, I was like, damn, bro, they done got them. They done got the Punjab partners, right? And look, I'm gonna be real. There was a store in Livingston. And so me and that girl ended up hooking up, and she had some kids and shit. So I tried to play the daddy role, right? We'd go walk to the store, walk around. I was all up in active ass Livingston, non-active North Daniel. Everybody in the world want to kill me, right? And I'm just like, fuck it, pushing strollers and shit, trying to just being a simp, just for reals, right? And so we go to the store, and I got it so good with these fucking Punjabis there that they let me buy everything with food stamps. Oh yeah, I was on food stamps. I don't care what anyone says. Haters, make your videos. Oh, Gunner admitted he was on food stamps. Yeah, your headphones on stamps too. I promise. Probably still. She probably still gets them for you, right? Because you're all dyslexic and can't work, and one arm's bigger than the other. Let's just be real here, right? So, I had the hookup. They used to let me buy toilet paper, fucking shampoo, everything, even gas with stamps. And this chick had like 9 kids, so I was getting a gang of stamps. Well, she was getting a gang of stamps, but she was getting to me, and we made sure the kids ate. So don't get me twisted, right? But that was my interaction with Punjabis. They're just hella good people. So let me tell you one thing. I go to Turlock, right? I'm in Turlock because my grandmother, I have hella primos there, hella family, right? And so there's a park called Donley Park, Duck Park is what they call it, right? And my grandmother used to live in some apartments right across from it. It's on Pedras, a street called Pedras. And so we used to walk over there, meet my tios, my primos, all the homies from the west side. We used to walk over there, boom. And if you walk like catty corner to this fucking park, there's a Circle K, or there used to be, and then there's the fairgrounds right around the corner, right? So it was like the spot. Everyone went to that park to drink and kick it. And so we used to go there all the time. And I had a homeboy named Jerry, right? He was from Turlock. He's from the west side. He was just a little homie. Oh, Juanito. His name wasn't Jerry. His name was Juanito. And he fucking, he was like, hey, bro, fucking, there's this Punjabi gangsters, man, that are trying to give me. I was like, Punjabi gangsters, bro. If you don't stop it, to what degree of fucking movies are you been watching, right? Ace Pet Detective, right? Like, you're tripping out the Punjabi. He said, nah, bro, these are really with the business. Well, I found out later on that evening they were exactly that, right? So as we're kicking back, drinking, the homeboys are like, let's barbecue and shit. Now, back in them days, we didn't have money like that. It was beer or food. And let me tell you, the decision was made every time Keystone Light, like every time. We wanted 80 beers, and it took 80 to get faded, excuse me. And that's exactly what we wanted going on. So we went, and the homeboy's like, hey, we'll just get a couple packs of hot dogs. No buns or nothing. We'll just eat them like that. Fuck it. Glizzy time, right? So we got hot dogs going. We're grilling. You know what I'm saying? We got just enough charcoal we got from the homeboy's house. He had a bag that you had to roll up like 6 times. He had like that much charcoal in it. Fucking, we're lighting, no lighter fluid. We're kicking it ghetto style. You know what I'm saying? You've been through those motherfucking things at the park with the homies. Hey, you're just trying to hang out. Man, if the cleanest Mercedes didn't pull up, and about 6 or 7 Punjabis looking like these dudes, looking like every single one of these dudes on the thumbnail, right? Popped up, and they were like, hey, bro, where's my money at, buddy? And my boy was like, oh, fool, shoot after me. I was like, what money? He's like, oh, bro, they gave me money for a ball, but I never went back. Oh, bro, right? Man, take our hot dogs off. We're going home. It's all bad. Let me tell you something right now. They're like, no, you know, you guys ain't going nowhere, buddy. Look, you need to. That's when they start getting all professor on us. You need to pay my money, because if you don't pay my money, I'm going to come around the corner and I'm going to manhandle you. I was like, you're not going to handle me, man. Right. And you're not supposed to say it like that. You're supposed to say, I'm going to fuck you up. You don't say, I'm going to grasp your organ and squeeze as tight as I can, buddy. They're like, nah, hey, if you do that, we might be buddies. But at the same time, because I don't go that way, we're probably not. So, hey, these dudes, they were not playing. Hey, they fucked Juanito up, and he deserved it. My uncle, I was going to jump in. My uncle's like, nah, let him. That's what he gets, fool. They scuffed him up a little bit. Hey, the way they were fighting, it was crazy. They were pulling his hair. Rip his hair up, buddy. We have luxurious hair. Rip it off. They have these things. When they take when those turbans come off, them motherfucking Punjabi's hair is whipped, long as fuck, looking like fucking what's his name? The fighter from the UFC, the one they say I used to look like when I had the big beard. I forget his name, man. The one that comes out to Tony Montana music. Dun, dun, dun. Right? Hey, long ass whip. I'm gonna tell you, man, Punjabis don't play. This Operation Hardball, it's unfortunate, but this lets you know that they're after everyone: North, South, blacks, Bloods, Bulldogs, and now they're even hitting the Punjabis. This shit's crazy. Anyways, if you enjoyed Super Punjabi, the one and only, let me know what's up. Leave a comment, thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's gonna be the head that wears the crown. I'm gonna continue to strive, struggle for what I truly believe in. That's the betterment of all people. You guys want a super wood? I'm gonna give you guys a super wood later. Let's go. Bang, bang.